The EU's position in the trade talks with Britain shows that its head of task force for relations with the United Kingdom Michel Barnier does not even understand what Brexit means, former UKIP MP Douglas Carswell told Express while launching a brutal tirade against the Eurocrat. Today, David Frost, the UK's chief negotiator, is expected to tell his EU counterpart Mr Barnier that the deadlocked Brexit trade talks must be made to work over the remainder of this month because they will not be extended. Both negotiation leaders have been knocked out from the talks because they each suffered a bout of coronavirus. It had long been expected that the global virus crisis would give Prime Minister Boris Johnson a perfect alibi to abandon his insistence about not seeking an extension to the talks beyond the deadline of December 31. However, Downing Street remains adamant it will not be looking for an extension, and according to several sources, it is now operating under the impression that the UK is heading for no deal. While the logistical challenges of conducting sensitive discussions via video conference can easily be overcome, there are still significant differences between the negotiating positions of two sides. Brussels still insists on maintaining its current fishing rights in British waters and wants London to agree to a number of EU regulations, including environmental standards, workers' rights and state aid rules. On the other hand, Mr Johnson is demanding the right to diverge from the bloc's rules in order to strike trade agreements around the world. In an exclusive interview with Express, Mr Carswell hit out at Mr Barnier for still not getting Brexit 4 years after the referendum. He said, "The government's position is absolutely right. That is why we are not going to make any agreements that bind UK public policy to the EU. It is up to the EU how they want to respond to that. If they want to respond to that by imposing tariffs, it's on them." The EU's position shows Barnier hasn't understood what Brexit means. The real question here is the EU willing to give us the same terms that it would give Canada?